Your purpose is the compass. Life is a journey, and like any journey, it needs direction. Imagine boarding a ship without a map, without a destination. The waves would toss you around, the winds would push you wherever they please, and you'd find yourself lost in an endless sea of uncertainty. This is what life feels like without purpose, adrift through the days, unsure of where you're going or why you're even moving. But when you discover your purpose, everything changes. Your purpose is your compass. It is the inner guide that keeps you aligned with your deepest values and your most profound aspirations. It's not just about having goals or ambitions, it's about having a reason, a why that drives everything you do. Goals are milestones, but purpose. Purpose is the guiding light that ensures you're moving in the right direction. Purpose is what gives life its meaning. When you wake up each day knowing why you do what you do, the mundane becomes extraordinary. Tasks that once seemed tedious transform into meaningful contributions towards something greater. Purpose turns obstacles into opportunities, struggles into stepping stones, and setbacks into setups for a better future. But here's the thing, purpose isn't something you stumble upon by accident. It's not hiding under a rock or waiting for you in some distant place. Purpose comes from within you. It's already there like a seed waiting to be nurtured. It might be buried under layers of fear, doubt, or distraction, but it's there ready to be uncovered. Think about the moments in your life that lit a fire inside you, the times when you felt alive, unstoppable, like you were exactly where you were meant to be. Those moments weren't random. They were glimpses of your purpose calling to you, guiding you toward what matters most. And here's the best part, purpose isn't rigid. It evolves as you grow. It adapts to your experiences, your passions, and the changes in your life. What drives you today might look different from what drives you 10 years from now, and that's okay. The important thing is to stay connected to it, to listen to that inner compass and adjust your course when needed. When you live with purpose, you become unstoppable. Challenges no longer derail you because you know why you're fighting. Success no longer feels hollow because it aligns with your core values. Even failures become valuable lessons because they help refine your path. But living with purpose requires courage. It means being honest with yourself about what you truly want and who you truly are. It means letting go of the expectations others have placed on you and stepping boldly into the life you were meant to live. So let me ask you, what is your purpose? What is the fire inside you that refuses to be extinguished? If you don't know yet, that's okay. Start by reflecting on the moments that have shaped you, the passions that excite you, and the values that ground you. And once you find it, hold on to it tightly. Let it guide your choices, your actions, and your relationships. Let it be the compass that steers you toward a life of fulfillment, meaning, and joy. Because when you live with purpose, you don't just survive, you thrive. Your purpose is your compass. Trust it, follow it. And watch as it leads you to the life you were always meant to live. Pain fuels purpose. Pain. It's a word we often try to avoid, a feeling we dread, an experience we hope to escape. But what if I told you that pain is not your enemy? What if pain is actually one of the greatest teachers you'll ever have? Because here's the truth, pain fuels purpose. Think back to the most transformative moments in your life. Were they the times when everything was easy, comfortable, and predictable? Or were they the times when you were tested, stretched, and broken open by the weight of challenge? Pain has a way of shaking us awake, forcing us to confront truths we might otherwise ignore. It strips away the superficial and demands that we dig deeper, grow stronger, and become more resilient. Pain is the forge where purpose is born. Just as fire refines gold, pain refines us. It burns away what's unnecessary and reveals what truly matters. It teaches us empathy by connecting us to others who have suffered. It builds courage by showing us what we're capable of enduring. And it creates clarity by forcing us to ask, what do I truly want? What is worth fighting for? Let me tell you this, your struggles are not random. The challenges you face, the heartbreaks you've endured, the failures that have left you doubting yourself, they all serve a greater purpose. Pain doesn't show up to defeat you, it shows up to transform you. It's the pressure that turns coal into diamonds, the storm that strengthens the roots of the tree. But here's the catch: transformation through pain doesn't happen automatically. It requires a choice. You can let pain defeat you, or you can let it fuel you. The difference lies in how you respond. Do you let the pain define you, or do you use it to rise stronger, wiser, and more determined than ever before? Every person who has achieved something great has a story of pain that propelled them forward. The athlete who pushes through injuries to reach the podium. The entrepreneur who turns bankruptcy into a multi-million-dollar business. The single parent who sacrifices everything to give their child a better life. These stories aren't about avoiding pain, they're about harnessing it. The key is to give your pain a purpose. Don't let it go to waste. Don't let it go to waste. Use it as fuel to create something meaningful, whether it's a cause you champion, a skill you master, or a life you rebuild. Let your pain become the fire that drives you to impact others and make a difference. And here's the most beautiful part: pain, when embraced, connects us to our humanity. It reminds us that we are all vulnerable, all striving, all in this together. When you share the lessons of your pain, you create a bridge for others to cross. You give them hope that they too can find meaning in their struggles. So the next time you're faced with pain, don't shrink away, stand tall. Ask yourself, what is this pain teaching me? How can I use it to grow, to contribute, to live with greater purpose? Because in the end, pain is not just a test, it's a gift. It's the catalyst that shapes you into the person you're meant to be. Let it fuel your purpose. Let it guide you toward a life of meaning, resilience, and impact. Your pain is not the end of your story. It's the beginning of a new chapter 1 where purpose, strength, and triumph take center stage. Embrace it and watch as it transforms your life. Passive action creates momentum. Momentum is one of the most powerful forces in the universe. It's that invisible energy that propels you forward, making things seem easier, faster, and more effortless as you move ahead. But here's the secret: momentum doesn't just happen on its own. It's something you have to create, and you create it through massive action. Think about it. How many times have you felt stuck? Maybe you've had big dreams, great ideas, or a burning desire to succeed, but you found yourself paralyzed, unsure of where to start or how to take the first step. In those moments, it's easy to fall into the trap of waiting for the perfect time or for everything to align. But the truth is, waiting is the enemy of progress. You don't get momentum by waiting, you get momentum by moving. Massive action is the catalyst that sparks change. It doesn't have to be perfect, it doesn't need to be flawless. What matters is that you act. Start where you are with what you have and keep moving forward no matter how small the steps seem. The key is to start. Once you take that first step, something remarkable happens. Energy builds. When you take action, the world responds. Opportunities arise. Solutions appear. Confidence grows. It's often the smallest actions that create the biggest shifts. Imagine trying to push a car that's stuck in neutral. At first it's heavy, and it feels like you'll never get it moving. But as you keep pushing just a little bit more, the wheels start to turn. What once felt impossible now feels like it's in motion. That's momentum at work. The truth is, you can't wait for motivation to show up. Motivation often comes only after you begin. It's like waiting for the rain to water your garden when you've never even planted the seeds. Massive action is the planting. Once you begin, the motivation, inspiration, and drive follow suit. Action breeds more action. It creates momentum that drives you forward, even when things get tough and even when doubts creep in. But here's the most powerful thing about massive action: it teaches you what works and what doesn't. It's through taking action that you learn, grow, and adapt. Success is not a straight line. It's a series of trials, failures, and adjustments. The key is not to fear failure, but to embrace it as part of the process. Each setback is a lesson. Each failure a stepping stone to success. The more action you take, the more feedback you get, and the faster you learn. Momentum is your ally, but it's up to you to create it. You cannot wait for circumstances to be perfect. They never will be. You must decide that you're going to take action regardless of how you feel or how the situation looks. The world doesn't reward perfection, it rewards movement. Start with one decision. Make one choice that moves you closer to your goal. Do one thing today that makes a difference, no matter how small. Take that step, no matter how uncertain or difficult it may seem. Then take another and another, and before you know it, momentum will have taken hold. The momentum you create through action will start carrying you to places you've only dreamed of.